family, a family of 9 living in Poblacion Tinglayan, Kalinga. Mr. Charlie Pain as the head of the family and Miss Melody Pain as the housewife. They live in an extended family setup. They have 7 children: Charles, Brian, Jake, Charlie Jr., Ivan, Tyler, and Shimi. Their ethnicity is Tongrayan, and they're all Seventh-day Adventists. Mr. Charlie is a driver, and Miss Melody is a government worker. Both are college graduates, with kids from grade school to college. Charles, Brian, Jake, and Charlie Jr. It's a concrete and wood house with 4 sleeping rooms and electricity. They have appliances like electric fan, refrigerator, and washing machine. Pain family uses plastic bags for garbage and disposes of waste by burning and segregation. They have their own water-sealed toilets inside the house with no sharing with other families. Family's meals often include rice, eggs, vegetables, and canned goods. Based on BMI, the father is overweight. One child and the mother are normal, but 2 children are underweight, showing signs of poor nutrition. In the interview, Miss Melody shared that one of her children, Tyler, is currently on his 4th month of anti-tuberculosis treatment after frequent hospital visits. The family recognizes the illness and relies on medication, but still struggles to limit food triggers like sweets and cold drinks. As a result, they've noticed behavior changes in Tyler, which have affected how the family interacts, especially with his siblings. From the initial assessment, 2 main problems were identified. First, the family has unhealthful nutritional practices. Meals often lack variety, and 2 children were found to be underweight, while the father is slightly overweight. Second, recurring coughs led to pneumonia in some of the children. Poor hygiene, sweet and cold food intake, and an unclean environment were reported as possible causes. 2 children were previously hospitalized and are currently on treatment. My health teaching is about improving family nutrition by using the Pinggang Pinoy guide. In this 10-minute session, the family will learn how to identify go, grow, and glow foods and understand their importance. We'll also talk about common unhealthy eating habits, their risks like obesity and weak immunity, and share 3 simple strategies for healthier eating. By the end of the family will create a 1-day meal plan based on Pinggang Pinoy to apply what they've learned.
Good evening po. Tuturuan ko kayo ngayon about sa improving family nutrition or ito yung addressing unhealthful eating practices or pagpapabuti ng nutrisyon ng pamilya harap sa di malusog na gawin sa pagkain or mga pagkain na hindi maganda sa kalusugan natin. Ito yung mga dapat natin kailangan or mga nutrisyon na dapat natin kainin. Yan. Ito po yung mga common unhealthful practices or marami ngayon, pamilya ngayon ang nagkakaroon ng maling gawin sa pagkain. Alin sa ito ang mga karaniwan sa iba? Yung mga skipping meal, breakfast, pagkain ng almusal. Hindi po kayo kumakain ng almusal? Morning. Sa pagpunta sa trabaho, hindi kayo kumain ng breakfast. Eating too much junk food, sobrang pagkain ng pizzeria. At fast food, mga kinakain natin. At kinakain nyo, anong mga kinakain nyo? Not eating vegetables or fruits. Kakulangan ng gulay sa pagkain. Yan, isa yan sa atin na fruits, yung mga prutas sa pagkain. At saka eating irregular times, hindi regular ang oras ng pagkain. Yan, ano dapat? Dapat kakain ng 6 sa gabi or ano basta maaga, hindi dapat lalagpas sa 6 basta, or 10 dapat nakakain na tayo before 10 para yung kinain natin mag-digest. Ano yung mga karaniwan na nararanasan nyo? Mga nabanggit ko, mga skipping breakfast, more on eating much junk food. Okay. Next. Sige. So, good morning again, ma'am. Tutuloy natin yung nasimulan natin na lecture natin about family nutrition. Tapos, can you recall po yung mga natutunan nyo nung last? Ano po yung mga natapos natin nung first na lecture natin? Ano pong napag-aralan nyo?
Yung Pinggang Pinoy, ano ba yun? Pinggang Pinoy, yung apat na, yung grow foods, paraw. Yung may kanin, dapat may kanin, may vegetable, fruits, tapos isda, or itlog. Yun, tapos ano ba yun?
Tapos ano yung mga dapat gawin para ma-improve yung ano natin, yung unhealthful na practices, yung mga ginagawa, mga kinakain para
dapat hindi tayo mag-i-skip ng meal, di ba? Breakfast, importante. Tapos 3 times a week tayo kami on time, hindi yung lampas sa oras.
okay.
Yun.
Tapos yung mga posible na mga health effects ng poor nutrition, ano yung mga ito, yung mga epekto nito sa ating kalusugan. Mas mahinang resistensya,
Ayun, kung hinang resistensya, madaling magkasakit. Hindi ka kaya magsiyan ng pagkain. Tapos, kasi ito, masakit.
Kakulangan sa konsentrasyon, problema sa timbang. Okay, ma'am? Start na po tayo ngayon. Ready na ba kayo, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Improving family nutrition. Narinig niyo po ba?
Oo.
Yung share screen, nakikita niyo yung screen?
Oo.
Okay. So, start na. Kung ang ating tatalakayin ngayon, paano natin mabuti ang nutrisyon ng buong pamilya at iwasan ang di malusog na mga kaugalian sa pagkain. So, simulan natin sa mga common and helpful practices. Yung mga, narito po ang mga karaniwang maling gawin sa pagkain. May tanong po ako. Ano po nakikita o nangyayari sa inyong pamilya na hindi magag or yung mga practices na ginagawa ng mga pagkain na kinakain niyo po?
Ako patay sa amin kasi kami na store. Ready to use yung mga junk foods. Ang ilang instead na tinapay na bread, ang po kami junk foods, mga picture na sa store. Pag-distribute natin yung bread sa tubig. Yung po, mga color pink ang mga bata. Yun, ano po.
Tamang gawin na sa pagkain. So, nakikita po ninyo yung share screen na to?
Oo.
Alin po sa mga yan yung mga ginagawa ng mga bata? Mga possible na yung eating too much junk food, skipping breakfast, or not eating vegetables and fruits?
Oo nga, baka hindi masyadong vegetable.
Gusto niyo po bang mapabago yung mga kinakain niyo sa bahay? Ano po yung get my
For the intervention, I conducted health teaching using the Pinggang Pinoy Guide to promote balanced meals. I explained the health risks of sugary and processed foods, gave printed visuals, and encouraged the use of a food diary. Follow-ups were done through the home visits and messages to support and monitor the family's progress.
Tayo sa simple nutrition tips for families. Ito yung mga pagbabago tulad ng pagkain sa tamang oras, pag-inom ng maraming tubig, ay malaking tulong sa kalusugan. So, ano yung mga dapat po natin gawin? Mga simple na tips na kailangan natin baguhin sa ating ano to sana? At sa siwayan anong iway, paano ma-improve?
Siguro, di ba kayo dito? Kung Pinggang Pinoy, di ba, hindi mo kumulat, may kanin mo doon, may itlog, may fruits, tapos vegetable. Oo, maganda yun, kung Pinggang Pinoy, madaling tandaan. Kailangan everyday na lang yan, every meal, at least kompleto.
Okay, oh. At sa awad, may available, at sa naway paliway i-serve.
Awal na prutas, o barat.
Para
Yung barat, pag available na tayo, isna, awal na itlog. Awal na itlog, mga okay lang na Pinggang Pinoy, mga masuot na.
and go.
Para lang tapos ano ba available, para lang kompleto pa yung sakto kali.
When? Si orange, kasi na. Sa once,
Pinukuha sa sina,
with orange.
sa parat.
Para,
Video ko na video.
ha?
Video ako.
Oh. Uy, lang. Basta boses sa magmer.
Ay,
Kaya,
As for the family care plan, I was happy to see that the goals were successfully met. The family showed a clear understanding of the Pinggang Pinoy guide and were able to apply proper food portioning. They followed regular meal schedules and included fruits and vegetables in their meals daily. The children also reduced their intake of sugary drinks and processed foods. Through follow-ups and food diaries, it was clear that the family made meaningful changes. This experience reminded me of how small steps in education can lead to lasting health improvements.